Okay, today we're going to take a look at a pretty good starter deck that you can create pretty quick, pretty early on in your career here. Basically, they give you Spectrum really early, and around that time, there's a quest that says create an ongoing deck. Why is Spectrum important? This is like one of the key cards in this deck. Basically, what happens is when Spectrum gets revealed, they'll give your ongoing cards +2 power. Now, early on, you won't have enough cards that have ongoing abilities to actually fill up the deck with ongoing abilities. So you'll have things Quicksilver in there. That's a starter one that comes. You got your Hawkeye that comes pretty early as well. Not a starter one. But as you go along, you'll end up filling out different. Captain America comes along a little bit later. You can also buy him as a starter bundle if you really want to. Eventually, you'll end up with almost all of your cards, except for Spectrum, having the ongoing ability. Like in the deck currently, I have Hawkeye, Nightcrawler, Spectrum as my only cards that don't have ongoing abilities. I'm actually probably going to switch out Hawkeye for Lizard down here because Lizard does have an ongoing ability. Even if it is a -1 should they fill it up, he'll still be a 2/4 when Spectrum triggers. Even if it doesn't, it's still a 2/2, which is a decent number there. So we'll go through the deck as it currently is. There's 3 ones here. First one is ANTMAN. Has the ongoing ability of if you have 3 other cards here, +3 power. So basically you're going to put him out there and make sure that at the end of the game there's 3 other cards with him, so you get that +3 power boost. And then when Spectrum hits, you'll end up getting another 2 on top of it, bringing it up to a 6. Pretty good for a 1-cost card. Next we have Hawkeye. Like I said, I'm probably going to replace this one with Lizard because it seems to fit better. And as you get later on, Killmonger comes into the game and has the ability to destroy all 1-cost cards, which unfortunately takes out Nightcrawler, Hawkeye, and ANTMAN. The reason I have so many ones in there right now is just because it's nice to have something to play right off the bat. Because this deck also has a lot of scaling going up, so should be something there hopefully to play each turn. But right now he has the on reveal. Play a card here. Next turn he'll get +2 power, so he'll be a 3. Only problem with this is there's a lot of triggers, a lot of other cards that trigger off of if a card is played here on this turn, then something happens. For example, like Star-Lord, it's like +3 or +4 power. Kind of a pain. Same with Rocket. Pretty much all the Guardians of the Galaxy have some sort of trigger where you happen to play a card in the same place that your opponent plays a card, it'll trigger. But since this one happens on the next turn, they'll know that you're probably going to play a card there, so it's a safe bet for them. One of the reasons I want to kind of remove him and put in Lizard on top of the ongoing. Next we have Nightcrawler. You can move this once. This is a nice one, even though it's not an ongoing one. Just you can use him to fill in spots, move to places where you may not be able to play a card, you may still be able to move there. So why I have him in the deck. Next we have Colossus, mainly because it's a 2-cost card, and it has the ongoing ability to become a 2/5, which is good, and his power can't be reduced, which is also nice. Mr. Fantastic has the ongoing ability of adjacent locations have +2 power. I like to throw him in the center unless there's a really good reason not to. Because he'll add 2 power in the center, then 2 power off to the sides. And then when Spectrum hits, you'll get the 3/4, add 4 power to your that location. That's good. Next we have the Punisher. Mainly in here because he has an ongoing ability. Did they have however many cards opponent puts down here, you're gonna get +1 for each of those, on top of the +2 for Spectrum. So you may max out at like the worst case, so 2. But you'll probably win that location because we're there. Next we have Captain America. I ended up getting the starter one, but you do get Captain America at some point on. He has the ongoing ability of adding +1 to cards at this location other than himself. So he'll become a 3/5 when Spectrum hits, but he'll also add +1 else. So if you put him at your Ant-Man level, he's gonna get he'll give +1 to everybody else. That'd be +3, 1 for each of those cards. Works out really well. Next we have Cosmo. The reason I have Cosmo in here, you just gotta make sure not to play Spectrum at the same location, but on reveal abilities won't happen at this location. And one of the main counters for this deck comes from the Enchantress, which is a 4-cost card. On reveal, remove the abilities from all ongoing cards of this location. This includes the opponents, but you're more worried about your own ongoing effects. So basically what will happen, Enchantress plays and Cosmos isn't out there, he'll go and remove all your ongoing abilities. On top of that, you won't get the +2 from Spectrum, so you're getting like double hurt there. However, if Cosmos is out there, on reveal doesn't happen, and they'll just be playing a 4/4 card that. And fortunately, Cosmo can come out one turn before Enchantress, or you can play it on the same turn to try and protect your as long as you're the one that's playing first. Next we have Kazar. This one will become a little bit less effective once I remove my other 1-cost card, but still has that ongoing ability, so he'll be a 4/6 when Spectrum hits, and he'll still be providing 1 to ANTMAN, 1 to Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler can move around as now near the end of the game. You got Iron Man here, and it'll be a tough call whether you're going to play Iron Man, Blue Marvel, or Spectrum. You have some choices here. Basically, if you need to really hit hard at one location, throw out Iron Man. Even though he has 0 power, he's going to double the total power at this location. Have cards out, like you throw him out there with Captain America. He's basically a 5/2. If you can get Blue Marvel out the following turn, if Blue Marvel's already out, you can get another +1 on here. That makes him 5/4, just from ongoing ability there. So that does make some differences there. You also have Spectrum. That could automatically make it 5/2, doubled up, becomes a 5/4. At the same spot as Captain America, or if Blue Marvel's out, it'll go up 5/6, on top of doubling everybody else there. So a really good card to have in the deck. Blue Marvel has the ongoing +1 to all other cards that you have. Now this comes in really handy, because it's basically, as long as you have a bunch of cards out there, you're getting +1 from each of those. Plus, he's not too bad at a 5/3, but when Spectrum comes out, then he'll get 5. He'll be 5/5. And then finally, we have Spectrum, which once it's revealed, make sure you don't throw it down at a Cosmo location. You'll get the +2 power. Now you can have other things happen, like the Mr. Sinister location. You have the one that goes in. You're basically playing down 1 card and it becomes 4. It replicates 4 times. This will hit 4 times. So all of your cards that have ongoing abilities will suddenly get +8, which is really nice. Same with the other Mr. Sinister one that puts at a different location. As long as you have a spot open, it'll pop it over there, and as long as it doesn't happen to be one on Cosmo, it'll work out pretty well. You'll end up with +4 instead. So this is kind of like the heart of this deck, just because you're going and affecting almost every card in your deck and giving +2 power. If you were going for an ongoing type thing, there is a few other cards. For example, like Strong Guy does have. He's a 4/4, hands empty, you get +6 power, but he'd be a 4/6 at that point. So I guess you could replace Kazar. Only thing is that Kazar also affects, for example, when Dinosaur Island pops up and it happens to be the one that gives you two 1/1 Raptors. Kazar will affect those as well. That's why I'm a little bit hesitant at this point. But you could. Sandman also has ongoing. Players can only play one card a turn. If you want to try and slow things down a little bit, you could throw Sandman in there as well. Kind of up in the air on that. Namor also has +5. It's the only card here, so you'd actually bring it up to 12, like a 4/12, which is a really good deal. The only problem is he can only be the only card there. Really lucky you have that location out there that says we can only go and play, or have 1 card here, or can only play 1 card. Really good. If it's the +5, the only card here, now he's a 17. I mean, that's bigger than Hulk's. Another one you could consider, we got Warpath. If any of your locations are empty, +4 power. So he'd be a 4/7 once Spectrum hits. You might want to consider armor. Armor keeps it so that cards can't be destroyed at this location. It'd be a 2/5 when Spectrum hits, and that would help there. I mean, there are cards that can take out your bigger guys. Have it yet, but it'll go and destroy all the cards that are greater than 9 power, so that could hurt you. Onslaught does have an ongoing, but because it's a 6, you don't really want to put this in here. It's more beneficial to have Spectrum in here for ongoing deck. Onslaught's good for a mixed deck where you have reveals and ongoing, so you can throw some over there and actually affect your ongoing pile and have other cards affect your on reveal. I think this will, like I said, this is a really good deck. It's been holding me together for quite a while. Actually, I'm going to go switch out Hawkeye and add in Blizzard, just because then it kind of helps the balance out a little bit. I like having the 3s in there. I mean, like, it's still early on. You can go and play a 3 and 1 together. If it comes up later, like if you miss a turn early and you don't have Kazar for turn 4, do that. Or even on turn 5, you could play a 3 and 2 1s if you're into. This should get you going. Hopefully this walkthrough kind of helped. Okay, so let's go and see what we can do with this deck. Starting off pretty good. We got Nightcrawler out there, and we got Lizard as a second turn, or Colossus. Likely it'll be Lizard. Looks like our 6 card cost cards are around the 5, so that's a good one. Have to wait and see what gets revealed here. There are chances you might want to hold on to Nightcrawler. Fury's Lab up here. That seems to be that one right now. Then you can move around a 4-power creature, which is let's see what pops up. Ruins, so nothing's good. Nothing good's going to happen there. Waiting for this one to pop up. I think I'm gonna go with Lizard over here. Working our magic here. Throw Mr. Sinister out there, which is fine. Got this location pretty well under control. And good thing we didn't go there, because everybody but Colossus can lose power. I think this turn I'm going to go with Mr. Fantastic. That way I can cover all 3 of these. I'll be having the difference here, and putting 2 power over here and 2 more power over here. Good, they popped out. They put out multiple man, who's gonna be losing power, and Nightcrawler, who'll be... That doesn't seem like a good play, but it happens. I'm gonna throw Captain America here, along with Ant-Man. Turn. And we'll let them snap. I don't really see how they make this work out well, but okay. Now it's gonna change. Still beneficial to me. I'm gonna gain extra power, not having any. I'm still in the lead on both of these pieces. And turn 5. I think I'm gonna go pop out Kazar. And we can throw Kazar over here. And the turn. Probably going to be using a movement deck, which is why they have multiple mana in there. So we'll see how everybody's going to around a little bit. But for right now, I'm still in a good position. Vulture the able to move. I think I'm still in a good position. I'm going to pop down. Leave this here at the 10. Or I could go and pop down Spectrum and Colossus over here. Cover the position here, because they're probably going to try to take that one from me. I think this is the right play. We'll find out. It'll be a close one. that. Doctor Strange is going to pull a powerful over. Vulture. And still end up winning by having those two there, but even came close to winning the third spot. Yeah, that's pretty much how this deck plays. We'll